Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Imperator Roman Invictus Saba here on the Lord Master channel. Oh my goodness, after 4 episodes of non-stop war, it finally ended on the previous episode, in which we had our own classical antiquity version of the North African campaign, plus a little bit of the East African campaign too, in regarding Nubia, Upper Nubia in particular. We've taken all the areas of Upper Nubia, Cyrenaica, and parts of Africa. The region, Africa, not the continent. And so Arabia has expanded as far as there. So it's a different kind of green. Let me look at a political map. It's a different kind of green. And it's notable that we have this narrow corridor that circles around the river Tritonus that we effectively cut Carthage into 2. Basically isolated the Fezzan region, which is home to 751 Pops 4 Carthage. And we're leaving them with Numidia as the most, yes, the most numerous region that they now hold. And so we cut them into 2. And it kind of makes you wonder if any of them hopefully wish that there would be any provincial rebellions. I don't think there'll be any. Like they got it all figured out. And perhaps one would think that the reason for them being low is because everyone is Canaanite faith. And the Arabic faith is spreading. So, look at a national overview. 63% of all the population inside the Arabian Empire is 63%. Excuse me, 63%. Well, Canaanite is the second largest, but that would soon change. What time? While 31% of this country is the Yemeni culture, particularly the Sabian culture, which is 28% of all that. While the Levantine are more numerous, especially the Hebrews, because we tolerate them, but the Punics, however, as now they are a large minority that we gotta start appealing to, because the gods know they're going to be very mad at us unless we do something about it. And do something about it we shall. Starting with this. But also there's other priorities here. Such as we could disband the levies. They can all be disbanded. And all of you participants, well, we're going to station you to new areas here. Legion of Punt, glad you're here in that position. Because you are going to do some road building. Connect with all the cities all along the coast. And then back again. And then when you're done connecting, then we'll go down that road. Again, it has to lead to all the cities. And then you gotta connect it all the way to there. So yeah, do some road work for us, since you have 4 engineers, which makes road construction far cheaper. So that'll be your task now. Especially that this will lead us to the golden age, which I could start it whenever I want to. Which says it takes 300 months. That's 10 years. Meanwhile, these mercenaries can be disbanded. Because, you know, we're looking to make some money again. They can stop now. Right, the army of the Legion of Arabia Felix. Oh, but that's the professional army here. This is the second army, Legion of Arabia Felix. Well, you can all go home. Reduce the number of men here in terms of holding the area. And while we build the roads, it'll make our job easier. So I want you to be stationed in Gaza. All the way back. And as for you lot, Legion of Arabia, as you are my heir and you have this ability to do anabasis, well, you should go over there to your new provinces to keep things stable around here. And as for the Legion of Canaan, we already ordered them to come over there. Up in Nubia. Take you to Alexandria. And then there's this, not Legion, but it's more of a mercenary levy hybrid. Even though it still has all the good equipment. Station yourself over here. And look at the aggressive expansion we have. That is extremely high. But however, I did see the other hour ago, before I started recording, I saw it on the Imperator Invictus Discord server that there's someone with an image who has like 104 aggressive expansion. But for me, I can only go up that high, alright? Plus, these integrated culture habit is down, so we don't want to make people mad any further. Not to mention a big drop in stability, which is going to be in free fall. But at least the war exhaustion thing will go away because war is over. We won. Actually, I'm reminded of something. You know Shahabil, right? What if I hold triumph for you, or he hasn't done jack, won a large battle? Because that would have helped him with his popularity, and he may gain a nickname out of this. Or I could send him adventuring. Hey, wait a minute. I got an idea. Am I willing to risk getting rid of the not Legion Arabia Felix? Put my son there, and then he'll be off to adventuring. I mean, I'd be willing to risk that. In a sense of, okay, let him fight. I mean, I'm not trying to, you know, disinherit him. It's just when he returns, because I hope that, despite his, you know, less than stellar martial that he has, and knowing, you know, what my father was like, despite the fact he was an epileptic. Should I risk it? Actually, no, because I'm getting old, and his skills can improve when he inherits my personal artifacts, so disregard that idea, despite its benefits. Named. Sorry for you. Moved it too. You're still my son, so let's just, you should seek treatment. It might be a bad idea though, because actually, no, he's getting better at it. Also, summon a war council, save me for Segway. It gives me a free claim. Part the influence of Bab-el-Mandeb. Part the media. Okay, how about a free claim over on Rena? Stick with us. That's part of Syria, is it not? Yes. It's largely under control of Parthian revolt. Let's not forget about this mission, alright? Expanding the minor workforce there. He's spending 800 gold for this. In a year's time, there's going to be some prospecting. If prospectors find metals or minerals in Arabia Petra, we'll be able to change a trade good produced there. Because over there, it produces cloth. And that's like whatever to me, and we've not built anything there. So hopefully there's got to be something we can find that is worth spending. And now, Gaza. The city that I once said in an earlier episode that is dear to me because of how much I've invested on. Especially with building more ports here. So, the province of Philistia, it's not just Gaza, but every single city affected by it will have a local city building slot. And again, another import route just for something to benefit them. And up to 3 able minor characters will rise to serve their country, and the Saba noble will appear there. By strengthening our authority in Gaza, and showing local society in Canaan that our state is both powerful and willing to reward those that serve us, we've inspired a generation of new men. Yep, after that victory on North Africa campaign, it's about damn time that we have men of the greatest generation. We need persons of ability that now seek out opportunities to serve their country, hoping to win themselves wealth and influence. Come on out. Hey, got a guy who's got 10 martial. He's just. We got someone who's good at finesse. Or master, but shy. And then there's the charismatic man. Monothons. There's definitely space for you in our military. Put him here. We tag along. Unfortunately, us as rugged will be, will be like that. And we can finish the mission whenever we wish to. There's his cloth. Get me a horse. From Rome. So we'll spend another 800 gold, as Hercules will now produce horses. So there you go, horses for you. Another place to get cavalry from. life will be returning to normal soon. As we're withdrawing some of our men out there, while right, this is 2nd Navy. Your main port will be in used to be known as Carthage, but in Arabic it's now Carthage. Put him over there. Since Parthia is not the threat at the moment, station Saba Gaza. Because we're going to need some replacements. Frivolous expense. Arabia gains elephant training program to increase defense and train complex and reduce elephants. We don't need to do that because I believe that's an unnecessary thing. Plus, we're not a war elephant heavy nation. We're more into camels and horse archers. Gosh. Tap that name now. Copper struck there. Just say. Our surveyors report finding sizable quantities of deposits of copper in the settlement of Gypsaria in Arabia Petrea. Should we choose to develop this find, we could make the territory export the metal in a short time. If we invest, this means a very marked change to local economy, which is currently based on the export of cloth. Fine, base metals will do. There are benefits of building a mine, though. Unless you want a blacksmith instead. Go for blacksmith. Right, let me find you someone that you can marry. Try her. We have Carthage Great Carthon, which gives us more morale of navies now than ever before. Naval movement speed, it's going to travel fast, and reduced maintenance cost, which we make now a lot more now that we're back to normal, unless I were to make adjustments. I'm about to get another innovation very soon. Should we go back to going this way? Come. I'm just looking. You know how we've been getting a lot of integrated cultures as of late? I think we should start going down this way until we reach all the areas that has integrated culture happiness. See, all of these. I think it would be most wise. And plus, having a little bit more food, and I wouldn't worry about provincial loyalties that much because it's doable. Oh, hell. Get it from Rome. And I understand it's winter time. I'm well aware of that fact. And change it to encourage trade. After this rough winter for them, gotta make things right. No wonder. You never gave it much thought about building more farming settlements or anything like that. More base trail would be excellent. I'm surprised you haven't become, you know, a client state yet, because I would so want to integrate you. So again, we found it. It's finished, so let's finish this mission, go for Canaan. And on the next one, stabilize and grow Upper Nubia. This does not have a library. Take that down. Build a library. And this down there needs to be a city. And this needs farming settlements. I do have the political influence and the money to build a city. Just in the middle of the plains. Nothing remarkable. But I guess a city can be built here. Despite the fact I want to use my political influence for other areas, but I guess they're gonna have to wait. Oh, that's good. Because give them more grain. Here's a little bit more food for you, and a bit of, tiny bit of national population growth. And you're going to be devoted more towards the idea of integrated culture happiness. Because look at us. Not the best right now, especially with high aggressive expansion. Now what about the other cultures that lives along the coast that is in the city where I would be willing to throw my lot in there to colonize them? And I think we found it. Because look at you. What culture are they again? Isn't it? Start again. You probably missed it. Kazantian. Kazantian. That's the dominant culture, and yet maybe we should separate my culture group. What do they belong to? Vizani. That can't be right. That's Fazani and not Gazantian, dummy. It's this one. Yeah. So they'll be living over there, so we're gonna send a colony over there. They're not gonna like it, and I don't give a damn. We're sending our people over there. They can stay mad. The rest of you be culture assimilated one day. Every little bit helps for the potential stability. If there's going to be any provincial rebellions, well, we can easily put them down. That's why I'm not terribly worried about that idea. Get rid of wounded. I need the influence. Got it all back. Makes me want to build another city. But no, we need to improve that wonder. Okay, I'll take the hit. But we needed to keep stability very high. While, you know, as we mentioned before, stability's in free fall until the aggressive expansion goes down all the way. This is our capital, probably still. They can be mad as they want, they'll never cause unrest when we don't do that. I'm surprised Rome still be able to travel despite the circumstances with the aggressive expansion being extremely high, and now they are expanding this way. They'll be like, two can play that game. You want to expand big like us? And you know, since I see you guys over there and nobody's bothered you, you should consider improving relations with them. We should make it a client state with them. Give them relief. Food relief is the way to go. And if we still manage to have high stability while we get most of the aggressive expansion down, I am very much willing to, in future, if we get a lucky breakthrough, I'm actually gonna go this way to have the conversion policy. Yeah. So, throughout the year, there'll be some population conversion and assimilation in Bagara, the settlement policy. As the Sabian Freeman insists, it appears there. It'll be in a year's time. Give it another library. Heck, a lot of cities down. Get rid of those earthworks. Build another library. Hope it manages. You know what? Make an investment on Moreau so that way I could build a port there. promotion of Bagara as a Sabian has not only made it attractive to the Sabian, but begun to prepare for a new life in the growing city in Bagara. City is open to all. Governor agrees to slow. Not afraid of that. Dates from Suma. Oh man. I now have a feeling that now it's become too overpopulated for everywhere to even handle. Because it cannot sustain itself like it used to regarding, you know, the food that we give. Still building them road, huh? Only when necessary. Move one pump. There you go. Naga is not the is the capital. That's over there. It does not have any greenery buildings. Give it another investment. Soviet settlement policy in Baghdad has attracted the attention, especially amongst the classes of soldiers in the army. Making use of the promise of free land, they rise in Baghdad, seeking to make a new life for themselves and their families. Just the type of settlers we need. Get a port, easy access, convenient when going down the Nile. Okay, I thought about this recently. Like, should we go for Greek warfare, which will gain us access to have even more combat bonus when fighting at sea? And this is just all infantry stuff at this point. Or alternatively, start going down the Levantine Kingdom traditions, which I thought about starting this way first, with desert sands. Because I know where it's going to lead to eventually. So, our people know the ways of the desert like no other. How to disappear without trace, how to leave a trail which leads enemy scouts in circles, and how to win a war of attrition without taking a single life. And lessons from the North African campaign taught us of why did we let the enemy make gains when during their sieges they take some attrition losses. Well, we're going to do just that, as they will have a hostile attrition against them even more. And we do far better in desert combat than ever before now. Especially in future war against enemies like Kush. And in future, we get this to reduce mercenary army maintenance. And then there's this, which gives you more free province investments. And global city building slots everywhere. And also 4 innovations down that way. And on this other way, another colony. And then a free fortress. Yes, all the good stuff. Because we've practically mastered the seas now, and there's no reason to improve the Navy more than it already has. Sumer has managed to win its independence. So they are Heptadics, but they're Babylonians. But all separated by a few territories. We can most definitely see the use of them. I'll try to bring them in as a client state. Useful for the potential war against Parthia. One second. Gotta wait for the aggressive expansion to go down more. Industrious Vulcan Arctals excelled themselves, contributing on personal funds to develop infrastructure in a fine city. We hope this attitude can be mirrored by some of the less loyal subjects. Free granary. Don't say no to free granaries. Start jumping a bit. Combine the two. I want you to trim down the numbers. Disband them. Cost-cutting measure. Cost cutting. We're gonna need some placements with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And you got 25 of these. And it's all gonna come from Gaza, which takes 84 days to produce every single one of these things, which we could build faster if we build a shipyard, yes. As long as there's wood available. And actually move a few pops. Aqueduct. Son, what are you doing? Never before has the streets of Baghdad been as clean and its guarded so well kept. The brick palaces now make it immediately apparent that this is not just a city, but the very center of a great power. There have never been expression of splendor and wealth. Baghdad is now a city of brick. There you have it. Baghdad will be a commercial hub, increasing local tax, territorial rich loyalty, and some assimilation. It doesn't need to be a regimental city. All it needs is wait for it to be a city, and we'll build a grand theater there. And we'll see too that we can get a few more granaries. Build one. Go back to Mandeb, your capital. Tamna and Saba. It ain't what it used to be. Because now we've come to the realization that this area is so damn populated that it cannot maintain its growth for food each passing year now. Now, I mean, obviously this requires this. Population capacity is one thing, but maybe perhaps you should replace it with one of the Arabic deities, particularly this one, which has a holy son of Goddess. It'll cost you 15 if you want to make changes. So perhaps for future reference, this could solve our problems. Where is the holy site for ours? They said it's in Badis. Over there. We ought to go over there and get rid of that. It's up to you. Get down here. Go to Badis. Badis. And get rid of that. Because I may place a new holy site somewhere else. Likely Tylos. Since it's a metropolis and there's room for all that. Please. Just take them around. You too. Fruits of the land. Be it a food depot would be excellent. I don't think it's necessary to import horses over there. Baghdad needs an aqueduct, court of law, and a granary. Ah, hell. Take that down. Get rid of that. Granary, court of law, aqueduct. Hold that thought. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Problem solved. Once we're done with this, at least, well, we'll try to get another granary building over there. Unfortunately, that's going to require some more investments. In fact, you're going to get one. Be patient. The city's about to be built again. Grand Theater coming up. Sabian citizens will also hear that. We'll have a Grand Theater really built soon then, to get a free POTS investment, and use that to get another granary from that. It's going to be a long while. Keep it stable. Calm down, will ya? Maniacs. Rabia is hard at work in Mariapa, slowly drowning under a sea of important correspondences that need to be addressed yesterday, when there's a firm knock on his door. It's Anma and Theocritus, who's an Axomite. Just their full hunting kit. Behind them in a courtyard, a scruffy pack of dogs are yapping and wrestling with each other. There are about 20 people milling about, some on horseback, but most are standing on foot. Apologies for disturbing you, Rabia. But some of us are leaving to head out to the countryside for a few days. The festival dedicated to Orotot is almost here, and it is customary for us nobles to go hunting and honor this sacred event. What do you say? Staring at a pile of work in front of him. Oh yeah, stands up. Orotot, is that one of the deities from around here? I'm just looking. Probably not. Yeah! Going deep into depth is not what I had in mind, so I've said no, I'm too busy, can't do this right now. As much as I would like to, but where the hell am I going to get all this money? Huh. That cannot be done. And plus, road construction's still ongoing. And I can't attack any country until this aggressive expansion goes down all the way. And plus, money is going to be spent elsewhere. We have this ability now, but don't start. Not till when the time is right. Pocket family. 1 second. Young man, you're in. So now we're about to be down to 40, which used to be the highest that I ever had aggressive expansion when we took all of Upper Nubia. You know, in the future, you should also consider building fortresses. Like you got Bob, you got this, until you know you made it a bit vulnerable here. You know, like move a few pops. For what? Build a fortress. Narrow pass. Strategic. I would be willing to build so yes, you got this here. If we had more pops, I'd be willing to build a fortress there. What the hell's that cannery doing there for? Build a fortress there as well. It's the more vulnerable areas are the ones I'm worried about. The hell? Put that there. And there's a fortress there. Also, make it an obstacle for the river crossing. Unless they wish to go all the way around, which I'll have a fortress over there too. Haha! That's for the future. In case if we decide to fight another war project. There's another thing I have not looked at yet. Naval range. We can go as far as there. All the way to the end of the earth. Those are rituals. Zero has gone up a bit. See if we can keep it up. Here's your free province investment. I want you to use that so we can get ourselves another granary. Population's too little. Feels good, isn't it? Just being out at peace, spend money for the welfare until the aggressive expansion goes down till we're set for another war. Which honestly, I would love to start another war against Kush and just take all of what is left of it. So I'd be willing to take over all of Upper Nubia, while this part there should go to Upper Egypt. But to do that, you need to fabricate claims again. we don't have any claims on them. So love to fabricate claims on all these areas. And where is they're most numerous? That's the real question that I want to know. Because I mean, they're still numerous. And getting more Moraltics in our country would definitely be a boon if we were to govern Lower Nubia. Call upon it once more. Our granary is going up. Oh, how dare you. That's one of the good areas. So I'll say the debt of treason must be paid in blood. New governors needed. Someone who could get things done. And I think I found no corrupt people. Well, let's just stick with somebody who is Sabian, and he'll make things right. Took a big drop of disloyalty, but they'll turn around. They'll be alright. They'll manage. They'll learn. Build a fortress there while you take this down. Because that has a farming cell. Because you need to feed this city too. Especially during the winter months. Again, it would sound like a nice idea. All of Kush, all Arabia. Granary's finished. So I'll be willing to spend 600 gold to turn this to a food depot. I will not have that breeding program because I believe it's unnecessary. While we wait for this aqueduct to be finished later this year, in a couple months' time. I think they're done with the road work, right? Yes. Now get to your position in Carthage. That's where you're going to be stationed at. Despite what you think of us. Just wait for the aggressor expansion to go down on the way. While we've been improving relations with them. Because I see them as a potential client state. If we can get their opinion up to 100, But to do that, get rid of the aggressive expansion. There's a nobleman living in Mariaba that's making a fuss about order clothing that has to be dyed, even though it was very specific to what colors he desired. The dyed workers ruined some linen tunics by not staining them deep purple. The nobleman refused to let the matter drop and insists that because the state funded the dye production initiative, the people of Arabia should be responsible for paying the new tunic. There's nobody there. So I'll say, what a shame. It still looks nice, though. There are no nobles there, so what's the point? Another provincial rebellion. That is Aramea. That's mainly Parthian. My goodness. Mesopotamia is coming apart in the seams. I forget that sometimes I'm a great power and I can enforce the rules around here. And that's not the only one. There's another area that's being currently in rebellion. Another provincial rebellion from Parthia. Ever since I've instigated this whole thing by causing disloyalty, and this is what happened. If Aramea also wins their independence, then excellent. I would love to get them in as a client state as well, as I am trying to do the same for Sumer. Because that would make wars for Mesopotamia far easier. If I wish to. But it seems Syria is largely Parthian now, rather than a revolt. North Phoenicia also became independent, I think. Yeah, arthritis, hang on. So, North Phoenicia is a new state now. Another breakaway. We can come in and take you all out. Although that means I would just keep in mind this is province of North Phoenicia. We have no part of that. Except maybe give it all to Byblos. That's the thing I would do. I'd be willing to fight a short war that does not cause too much aggressive expansion. And we do have access. We can take advantage of the situation. You know about the idea of destruction of holy site? Don't do that. Not yet. We got our things to do. Lose Pia and be awarded with Impia. Oh, I think we should do that with a levy, not with a legion. That destroys our own holy sites. Because that would be seen as a dishonorable act. Alright, come up here. Get to position. We're starting our short war, a small war, if you will. So I'll be willing to fight against North Phoenicia and give it to Byblos. Province of Carthage is a thriving governorate capital. So nobles coming in. Similar to the last. Bingo. What do you need? I'll tell you what you need. You need to worship the Arabic gods. That's what y'all need. That's just a remark that I remembered. Well, we do have someone better now. He's tactician. You know what? You join. You join up as well for the North Venetian War. A short war that that Parthia is not involved, but the revolt is. Although I would love to fight against Parthia right now to take advantage of the situation. It would seem that Nova Shodi, despite his conflation, has managed to spread some particularly vile rumors about the proclivities. It is clear that something must be done before it loses even more credibility. Make sure that this rumor disappears. When you have a higher tyranny, that reduces the aggressive expansion quite a bit. Although I'm willing to prepare to fight a small war where we make a small gain on the aggressive expansion, but at least it's an area that we have a claim to. Just wait for everybody to be in position. Oh, and deploy the fleet as well. Blockade them. They're not going to go anywhere. Oh, and by the way, for God's sake, treat yourself. By the way, mission's complete. The growth of Arabia. I thought we already did growth of Arabia long ago. Mines of Assyria. Yeah, that's done. What parts of Arabia are we talking? Oh, those parts. Sounds Pascus tried. All the port territories, Gaha. Yes, I'd be very willing to do that for Tylos and Gaha. You got it, my friend. So, okay. Because we know that Gaha, Tylos, there's port city, but now Koa, where almost nobody lives there. This is to become a city now. It's winter, so don't be too pressured on that. And it has to be fortified as well. Which for future reference, get rid of this port. Build a fortress there. And then, once it's done, then we'll build a port there, and then they'll appear. Owns at least 3 territories of port buildings in the province of Gerha. And Gerha has at least 2 markets each port. Yes, we do. Bang, bang. Yeah, you got that. While these areas I have neglected. Farming settlements will be going up. Has give it a tax. No, not library. Tax office. Needs 1 cost distributor. We can take 1 down and build another tax office. So it'll be like that. And then it needs libraries. Son of a beeswax. And Carl is the capital of Assyria. You got it. And one of these following must be true. Wood and olives. Give me another commercial district. If you want to, you know, import more. If you want to get over that. Never thought that this would be an important city to me. But I'm all for improvements. Alright, are you ready, son? We can take advantage of this situation since the Parthian revolt isn't going to come over there to retake North Phoenicia. Instead, it's going to be to ourselves. And the Aramaic rebellion are trying to win their independence, as Mesopotamia is ever so divided. Slowly losing territories. And I'm all for it. And Rome has made some big gains again. You know, it's largely rural. And Rome is attacking Carthage. Already, they're taking all these areas. They're not stopping. Knowing we beat the out of Carthage, and Carthage is on the verge of civil war, I guess there's a new power rising we ought to worry about now. It's Rome. We ought to be concerned about that. All the more reasons why I got to get you in as a client state. Because of Roman aggression. Even though they can never match our navy out at sea. Just like what happened to the Parthians. But at least here Sparta is a neighbor of Rome. So now I need new client states. I think you probably want to forget about them. Perhaps start making new friends. And the Ptolemaic kingdom no longer exists. Now, listen, how about this idea? Be a client state of the Integrated Kingdom. I mean, you got a bit of power behind you. So you are alone now. Although it'll be hard to start with a charm offensive if you don't get your together. So yes, now I feel threatened by Rome. Because they're expanding and expanding hard. Hold on there. Corsica has rebelled against Rome. If they cared, then they'll probably retake it back. If not, I would love to make them a client state as well. No, thank you. Guess you'll do. So, while Rome's at war, at least we have the time to take North Phoenicia. They're in the middle of rebellion, they have no allies, we can easily overwhelm them. And I do mean easily overwhelm. Watch this, I just thought of it just now. So, we'll be more than happy to take this. Attack, attack, attack. They have a fortified port. That has to be undefended. No ongoing sieges. Just go over there. Step horses. Get it from here, hopefully, so you don't ever lose him. Destroy that fortress and capture its port. Get back to getting more influence. And take that part. And go help them. Again, I'm going to give these to Byblos because I would not control it personally due to being separated from the rest of the country. Remain in position. Oh well. So, papyrus of Persia. The papyrus of Persia is the finest produced in the region, highly desired by scribes and thus practically impossible to find in markets. By expanding production there, we would have many grateful authors thanking us. So that is over there in Aswan. Although I'm doing it for them, apparently, I guess they managed. So we're gonna give them, you know, more local tax, import routes, and slaves needed for the surplus over there to help our client state, which would be integrated one day. At least we have this now. In Sapaeon. There's that place there. If you want to make improvements, you gotta have the population up to 40, which there isn't much. number of goods produced that's going to come from that. But you're going to be willing to make improvements later on. But first, let's just take this part of the world. This is for the Legion of Arabia, led by Saba. Experience is the teacher of all things. The Legion of Arabia has shown a rare ability, throwing themselves into the arms of the god of war, Augusta. Their enthusiasm and practice in battles alike prove the key to success is to pass knowledge and experience to the young instead of having them to learn the hard way. Fighting side by side with full trust in the man next to you as an effective, cohesive combat unit strikes fear into their foes' hearts. The enemy will dread these men. Reducing the Legion maintenance cost, which is always good because it makes us more. Second temple. There's some charm in letting nature and time take their course. I know it's a bit neglected, but again, saving money for other things that's more important to us. Which I know where it's going to, but it'll still take some time. Hold that. It's going to Byblos. All gains will be going to Byblos because they have the right to it. And plus it doesn't cost us very, very much in aggressive expansion, so we'll be alright. All yours. Now get back to your position. To your fort. Although with Parthia still under, civil war, I think we should also cut. Dang it! The gains they make. I'm horrified of how fast Rome is growing at this point. Let me see. And they'll want Carthage for themselves one day. And they have over 10,000 pops. So do we. We're basically near equals at this point. So we're stationing his fleet over in Jihad. Because I can imagine in a future war, when it comes to naval front, one's got to cover this side of Italia and the other on this side of Italia. And at the same time, try to make some new friends along the way. Any potential royal marriages would do as well. All the more reasons of why I'm trying to get you two in. Go ahead. Now listen, I could easily conquer you two right now, if you're gonna be like that. But the only problem is we don't have a Casbella against you. You'll do. He's governor. and alright. Do it. It's not gonna be till another time. See if we can find you a spouse. There's not a lot of options for you, unfortunately. We know Rome's gonna be going after Corsica now. So yes. Now, look, you faced Carthage before, which the difference between us and Rome and Parthia. Well, Rome is slightly better than us, but they're near equal to Kush, so we would consider Rome as a potential very tough opponent to face, which would require fighting on all fronts. But the best option would be, if you were to fight a theoretical war against Rome, Magna Graecia must be the place where you ought to make a foothold there before going into Italia itself, rather than Sardinia. But you need to get this down first before you start making any friends. The ongoing strengthening of our authority and seem to have upset quite a few local strongmen in Arabia. In name, they have all sworn to their allegiance to the kingdom, with stone being added on stone for the local fortifications. With the growing cadre of local bureaucrats to support our governor, there is worry in their ranks. We could likely lessen the perceived threat of more present authority if we invited some local tenants to settle in the city to take part of the institutions we are building. Yeah, sure. Let them all come to us. Base tax will hurt, but you get another city building slot. Excellent. Because, you know what this needs? Another library. If there is room for that. There you go. Needs 2 libraries. We'll figure that out when we come to it. Again, no reason to cause for alarm, but just in case, I want everybody to start drilling again. Kush can wait. If they foolishly declare war against us, you cover the cost. Step horses lost. Can't get it from here locally. Instead, get it from Rome. That's horses, you goof! Step horses! Get it from Tola instead. No, that's Bactria, you dummy. How do you get your flags confused? No, don't answer that. Let this not be a reason to start a war against us. So they're gonna go take care of Corsica very soon. Friend of the governor. has the amount of time it's not used. At least we found someone who's talented. And I'm all for the idea of expanding the military for the armies in anticipation of the future war against Rome, since we're near equals at this point. But not necessarily military tech. We still have the advantage over them when it comes to morale. And morale is the most important thing to have in any army. The only way to best Rome in war is to take the fight to their homeland. And I'm surprised there's not a lot of people that's in Roman culture, but they are spread out. They're not into the idea of integrating. There's tensions growing between the Saba colonizers and locals. And locals claim that our settlers have rejected local traditions and power structures. Our colonists, on the other hand, claim that the locals are alarmed because the new Sabian settlement has surpassed the existing metropolis as a reason. It's temporary. Support Sabian interests. It's a bit far-fetched, but you think that would be a good idea? Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Watch her. She's gonna be turning in February. We might have our idea for a royal marriage between us and the Antigonids. If we can get the Antigonid as a client state, then at least we have someone to, to fight against Rome like that. Yes, Antigonid and Sparta together against Rome on the Balkan front, at least. Particularly by Balkan you mean Illyria, Moses, Peria. That's what you mean by those. I can imagine them fighting there while we would be fighting for Mangarisi. Can't do that again until 3 years' time. Unless I just start fabricating claims by, getting these areas of Sicily. Which I want you to look at that. You can fabricate claims in all these areas. Yes, in all these areas. However, yes, it does include Latium too. But I think there would be a good start to get a foothold on it first that I can imagine. I'm not willing to spend the money there. Instead, spend the food there. We just need this done next. Which if I get 20 days time, it's about to be. Again, I'm alarmed by Rome's recent gains. Scythia Magna is rebelling as well. More provincial rebellions. It will now produce more dyes. Okie doke. Okay, needs a port. Owns these 3 territories. Yes, it'll have that. There'll be major shipyards in Tylos, as it has been. And then you construct a flagship. 5 heavy ships and 1 mega galley, which will send it to one of our fleets out there. As Parthia is no longer a threat to us, but Rome is a growing threat to us. Growth, if there's a way to finish it, but there's more. 3 libraries. Shrine renovations. What the heck? feudatory. I'd rather have that. We will miss you. You were one of the greats that were with us during the North African campaign. He was a part of the honor guard, which calls for another one. And we know the Morodics are the largest minority, so I suggest you get the honor guard from them. Unfortunately, we did not get a good one out of them. So we didn't get the luck of the draw here. So, at the least, we'll put him somewhere along with many of the others. Where's the... That's one of the new men, yes. Sea Dog and Brave. Put him there. Greece is starting to pick up, only because Crete is largely Sabian at this point. Slowly but surely. At least we're making a lot more money than we have been in the past. Don't have a free promise investment, sadly. Get rid of that fortress and build another library. You don't have to throw food at the problem, so I want you to cancel these. Hold it. Stop. Stop. Okay, it needs wood and olives. No problemo. Never thought I would say that. At the least. Now spend it. Slaves appear there. Do some prospecting. While we're building this. And at the meanwhile, you can forget about that breeding program as well. Not doing that. Yeah. Go ahead. Colonizing there. All because Sabians live there. Minor deposits found. Our prospectors said where they struck some minor deposits of valuable metals in Syria. These are not sufficient to support large-scale mining, but through their investigation itself, they managed to secure enough value. We sent some of our state coffers. Our market 300. All right. Make some back. Royal marriage to him. Or better yet, my son and heir. No, that's the son of the heir. That's what makes it so important. Yeah. Yeah. Instead, have that. Sorry. Just the plans got better. They have won their independence. as I said. I think you probably want to forget about, you know, trying to make your future wars for Mesopotamia, since you do have claims to it, an easy job for you. I think you need to start worrying about Rome. And as well as making new friends over there near Rome. With the recent passing of Evha Israeli and the Nubian, has caused widespread interest among the court and amongst our population at large. His considerable fortune is of such magnitude that even after son of various debts that he owed, and a number of claimants have come forward, almost secured themselves a windfall. One such claimant, Yakvet Baruki, has support a number of the other wealthy patricians from around our Arabia, and is widely considered to be the rightful heir to the fortune. Nevertheless, you must make the decision in the best interest of the state. Yeah, go ahead. We make so much these days. When this goes down further, it'll make things easier. So obviously these will be left alone. We integrated 2 of them during that whole period. You got it. How long have you been around? Sooner or later, I'm going to reach the age where I'm going to start having my health deteriorate. And then soon it'll be your turn. And you've become stubborn as of late. I wonder why you're such an unlikable person. Antakara plus charisma. Let's see. Come on. Here we go. Citizens will appear in Kor, Tylos, and Gaha. Now, Gaha has at least 2 markets in each port. That's what it needs. 1, 2, 3. Easy. Most certainly improving Arabia. Much of that. So that'll be a commercial hub for the next 5 years. You want to have more libraries? Well, you're gonna get it. And where's what? Do you mean is what you call Funkekon? Where the hell are you talking about? Just hold it right there. And where is Arabia Sinus? Oh, over there. That area. Okay. That's what you're talking about. Get rid of this fortress. It does have a city, but it needs library. Get rid of all of these. 3 libraries coming up. Shrine renovation. Things will take time. Is Corsica really gonna... Well, they want a piece of Corsica. He was one of the good ones. He's got statesmanship. Well, we do know that Rome did retake this area, and are no doubt going to take Carthage. I mean, goddammit, Corsica back. He was going. False lead. There were some indications that there could be set of interest. Prospect turned out to be there was little value. Unfortunate. No corrupt people, alright? And we want loyalists. I used to be afraid of Parthia, but they're gonna keep beating each other up. And provinces keep on rebelling where they can do little to nothing. So now I grow wary of Rome. We do have Sparta, and oh, damn. I was hoping that the Antigonid might be the one to, you know, that could help leave our problems, but they're about to have a civil war, and its percentage is awfully high. I think someone did some disloyalty. Someone inspired disloyalty amongst them. And that makes them a lot mad. So unfortunately, these guys are useless. And that's where you come in. And they're allied with them, and Longonesia will take Corsica for themselves. In this case, we'll probably want to start improving relations with you as well. Might be useful to you before Rome gets you too. Because Rome will be free to do whatever it wants again. Also, who's that up there? Right in the middle of Italia. My cousin belonging to one of the lesser branches of his family has become embroiled in a scandal at court. Accordingly, witnesses the youth managed to publicly shame himself in an incident involving a common soldier and a fake gemstone. Let the family handle it. This is a family matter. You up there. Oh no, you're all scattered. Migratory tribe that nobody gives a damn about. Okay, so you're taking over Corsica, and you are now Corsica. How about it? Rightful heritage of the Corsicans. Shaking my head. The Antigonids could have been the one had they not been fighting in various wars, but they all want to bring it down. Now there's a revolt, and there's going to be a revolt there. No doubt Rome is going to probably take a look at it and take advantage of this. Fine. Have your will then. Idiot. Britannia is advancing as of late. As is, Uzibitia. I have the gout now. The disease of kings. Again, we're drilling in preparation for possible Roman aggression. Regional entrepot. Then, major shipyards. Now that we have even more recruitment speed. Which means if you were to build any kind of ship, like say a megafollery, it takes... well, actually, no. There's a... wait, we'll look at that again. So. Again, it's got everything. I'll tell you what else it could have. Great temple. Construct a flagship, which will take 185 days to do so. I got another one. This wonder. Let's finally improve it. As long as we have good trade relations, we'll be alright. There, this is what it gives us now. Especially with reduced Navy maintenance. And we can build ships faster than before. And it's going to cost you 1,950 gold and 180 political influence. Small improvement, but damn it, it's worth it. Check back in a month. Antigonid revolt. Oh, they're fighting again. They're not doing anything at the moment, but heaven forbid if they attack us. Willing to betray good relations with us just to have a moment in the sun. While I'm trying to get this down faster, and by the time we reach 100, I'm gonna swoop in and bring them on in, as client states. That's all you need to do. Just join us, and we will protect you from Roman aggression. If they take all of Sardinia, of course to cover themselves, then that's a big problem. Flagships complete. It is with great pride that the shipbuilders at Tylos have let us know that our new flagships are ready to be taken to use. These new Titans of the Sea will undoubtedly be very useful to our Navy. Before they are taken into service, they will serve our purposes in internal politics. The birthing ceremony cannot be held by anyone but our ruler himself. but the maiden voyage will require a commander. A great honor and a boon that many families would value highly. It is Saba, it is shine. He be the admiral. Gonna transfer you to this fleet currently stationed there. This needs an aqueduct, corridor, and a granary. Now we gotta renovate that. The priests of Funekon, as well as the Rabkhan, have greeted our decision to renovate and expand a holy shrine. With great joy and apprehension. In time, it is their hope that the city and its holy sites will become one of the great jewels of our nation and the Sabian world. Let them marvel. Meanwhile, okay, so there needs an aqueduct, corridor, and granary. Reduce that. All these things that are unnecessary. Corridor, granary, aqueduct, it'll have it all. Of course that. Which will see that all done, and its mission will be completed in the next episode. Now we want to know, what is Rome gonna do next? Should we keep them at bay? Like, should we cause trouble? Because if so, if Rome were to go into another eternal civil war like Parthia is, that can easily, you know, put my mind at ease, so I can go after my original plan, and that is to finish off Kush, to take Lower Nubia, because that's my next war goal, rather than go up to areas of Magna Graecia or Italia, which I have no reason to go up there now, with the exception of, you know, that little claimant there, which would have been nice, but it's not to be. So the renovations of Funekon attractiveness for the entire province of Arabia ad Sinus. Recent magistrates report there are a growing community of foreign merchants present throughout settlements in the area. They are most welcome. So, when we look at the power base here, the governor of Sisabangol is disloyal, as is the co-ruler, plotting quietly, but who knows how long that lasts. Practice militaris. He's the family head, but is an old man who's maimed. Besides the other disloyal characters, besides the governor, there's also the governor of Lusitania, who is Hellenic with less power base, and then there's the governor of Contestania. So if I were you, go after the co-ruler. Inspire disloyalty. I'll be willing to take that hit. I'd rather see Rome go into another civil war again, so that way it can put my mind at ease, so I can change my focus to Kush, and perhaps in future start fabricating claims against Kush. Unless you get lucky when you summon another war council, which we'll do that later this year. But alas, we've run out of time now. So in the next episode, we will continue to reduce the aggressive expansion while continuing to improve our nation by any means, and we'll see what will go on here, and also our hopes to again make some new friends to be client states. So we'll see you in the next episode, but until then, so long from now.